do you mean by a vulnerable person? So a person can be vulnerable in many ways. So a person can be vulnerable because of the physical and mental state. They can be vulnerable due to some type of disability. A person can be vulnerable because of the economic state, such as poverty. They can be vulnerable because of the migration status. They may be irregular migrant, or what we call in our language an illegal migrants. So they can be vulnerable. They can be vulnerable by ways of just being a child or minor, because children cannot give consent. So most children are vulnerable. So therefore most children can be trafficked. They can just be vulnerable by the ethnicity. They can be vulnerable because of the language or accent, the inability to speak the language in the country in which they are live. So a person can be vulnerable because due to the type of isolation they experience in a different culture. So vulnerability is very wide. So what we believe that human traffickers, almost anybody can be vulnerable to human trafficking. Somebody can be vulnerable again because of the employment status or the criminal record. So it's a wide area, and that is why we believe that it's so difficult to sort of put a finger on the whole definition of human trafficking, because anyone can be subjected to human trafficking, providing that they are vulnerable.